Instagram. Welcome back to my kitchen. I'm going to get the recipe page up here while all of you start hopping on live and joining me in my kitchen. Oh, I look forward to like Thursdays every week. It's so fun. I just love cooking with you guys. Okay, let's get. So, you requested it and I'm going to do it. We're going to make air fryer pancakes. I bet you didn't know you could make pancakes in an air fryer, but you can. Hello, Brenda. Thanks for joining. All right, let's see. Now we have the recipe page going so then I can see all your comments. Hi, Brittany. Hi, Marie. Oh, you guys are so fun. Thanks for joining me today, taking time out of your day. I know one lady, she said, oh, I have a board meeting today. I can't make it. And I'm like, don't they know, doesn't your job know that you have an appointment to be in my kitchen today at 2:30 p.m.? But I guess you can watch the replay and still join in on the fun. So hello if you're watching the replay later. Okay, let me set this down and we're going to get to cooking here. Woo. I need more counter space. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. Then my computer won't turn off on me. All right, so we're going to get started here. I'm going to make like just a basic banana pancake recipe. So I'm going to show you how to make a basic banana pancake recipe also, which is kind of fun. And then you can kind of stray from that recipe and make it your own. Make it like, I don't know, lemon blueberry, or you could make it like apple chai something, or just cinnamon banana. Oh, Brittany, I'll see you Saturday. Yes, that'll be so fun. Annette, Natalie, I didn't have to work, so I'm here. Yay, my new favorite part of the week. Yay, I'm so glad you could make it. You told them that you needed to be in my kitchen today. So fun. Oh, hi, Kathy, my air fryer friend. We're going to use the air fryer today. Nicole, hi, Natalie. I always look forward to this time. Oh, thank you, Nicole. It is so fun. Me too. I look forward to this. It's always so fun. All right, so we always need the basics, a scale. So this is my favorite. If I haven't told you before, or if you're just joining in, this is the, oh, hi, Cindy. Love you, Cindy. All right, this is the Escali Primo scale. I got it off on Amazon. I think it was about like 24 bucks or something, and they come in really cute colors. I got my sister a red one. I got a pink one, and I probably will get my mom one sometime here because her scale is starting to do weird things. Like it'll just not weigh things accurately, so I might have to get her one and get her a cute color. She's probably watching in the other room, so. All right, so we're going to get our scale. Let me move back far enough so you can see it. We're going to turn our scale on, and for banana pancake, you're going to need bananas. Now, if you are banana intolerant, or you just don't like bananas, or you're, I don't know, staying away from bananas, which they're like my best friends, so don't diss my bananas. We're going to do 3 ounces banana, but you could do grated apple, grate an apple, and then it's just really small pieces. You could do apple jam. You could do a pear. You could do other fruit. You could skip the banana and have it just like an egg pancake. I've never tried that, but that might be good, might not be good. Mom, yes I am. She says she's in the other room watching. All right, so we're going to do 3 ounces banana, which this is a little banana, so I'm guessing 3 ounces on the dot, 1 banana. Oh, the satisfaction. Let's just take a moment and just, oh, satisfaction. That is so fun when it's exactly. So I'm going to mash the banana first. It's easier to mash the banana before you add all the ingredients. Otherwise, it can kind of get in the way of you mashing it. So I'm just going to take a fork. That's my favorite thing to mash the banana with. I bought, let me show you this. I bought this little masher thing, but it doesn't really work very well when you're mashing just 1 banana. It's too big, so it kind of misses all the banana chunks. But this is good if you're making like a big recipe. When I made that giant mango cake, then I used that for my for Pastor Appreciation at church. I did the mango bake, and I multiplied that recipe times 12 to feed everyone. It was really fun. But then I used that, and it worked really nice. But usually, just for 1 banana, a fork works just perfect. All right, so get it nice and smushed. It can have like some chunks. That's okay, because sometimes it's fun when you get a chunk of banana in your pancake. All right, so now we're going to do 1 egg. I weigh my eggs because they're from a farm, and this time of year, they're doing like really wonky sizes. Look at that, the difference. So I always weigh my egg. It should be 1 egg, should be 2 ounces. Kathy, don't diss the sacred fruit. That That's right, Kathy. Don't diss my bananas. Before we ate sugar and flour free, we would make like emergency, junk food runs. Like, John, it's middle of winter, it's a snowstorm. You get to that store and you get us some junk food. We need that. But now it's like, John, we're out of bananas. It's a snowstorm. You have to go get us some bananas because we got things to make with those. I gotta grab a napkin. So then when eating sugar and flour free has become your identity and a lifestyle, when you make emergency banana runs. All right, so that was a 2-ounce egg, which is perfect. If it wasn't, then you'd get a little extra protein on the side or on top or whatever. But mine came out to 2 ounces perfectly. So then I'm going to do 1 ounce oats. I have old-fashioned rolled oats, but I know someone had posted that they have quick oats or just old-fashioned oats. I'm not sure. There's so many different oats. There's steel-cut oats. There's a plethora of oats. But you could use any kind of oats. It's not really particular. There will be a little bit of a texture difference with the quick oats because they'll be a little bit softer, but I think they would still be yummy in this. So always with fruit, add a pinch of salt. It brings out the flavor of things. And then I'm going to add, now this is where you can kind of get fun and you add like different spices. Marie, oh, banana allergies. I'm sorry, Marie. I'm giving you a big hug. Oh, but you could use apples, you could use pears. Those are really good banana substitutes because they're sweet, but they don't like take over the flavor like some fruits would. So you could still use apples or pears. Those are really fun too. But we're sending you banana hugs. It's okay. You can get through it with other fruit. Thank goodness there's other fruit. All right, so I'm going to add let's do a 1/2 teaspoon. I'm going to do almond extract. You could do vanilla extract or whatever flavors you're going to make this. I'm going to do cinnamon and almond extract. So it's going to kind of be more of a like cinnamon warm pancakes. So I'm going to do a 1/2 teaspoon almond extract. Usually I just do a splash and it's about 1/2 teaspoon, maybe a little less. Then I'm going to take just some cinnamon and I'm just going to do some dashes of this. It's kind of up to your taste. I really like cinnamon. So I'm probably going to do about a 1/2 teaspoon. That's about a 1/2 teaspoon. And then to make our pancakes be just a little fluffy, I'm going to add just some baking powder. If you are triggered by baking powder, skip the baking powder. Annette, how much oats? I did 1 ounce oats, and that would be your full grain. So these pancakes, I'm going to do 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. That was a little bit short, so I'm going to add just a little bit more. You could do a pinch, or you could skip this completely. It does make a little bit of difference. It gives it a little bit of fluffing. Brenda, I wonder how persimmons would be for fall. Ooh, it's always fun. Try it. You never know like what flavor of fruits and like what they'll do to foods. Definitely try persimmons. That would be so yummy. Or just try the persimmons on top. That would be really good too. All right. So we have our egg, our oats, our banana, and cinnamon, almond extract, and baking powder. So I'm going to mix this up. So this is just like a basic banana pancake recipe. And then I added cinnamon and almond extract. You could do vanilla blueberry, vanilla raspberry, or just vanilla, whatever you want to do. There's all different kinds of extracts. I know Linda Steele, she likes to do rum extract. That's kind of good. It kind of gives it like a buttery taste. All right, so we have our pancake mix. This is what it kind of looks like. Just kind of schloopy like that. Now this is where it gets really interesting with the air fryer. So this is my air fryer back here. I got it at a garage sale. Oh, I don't think Instagram can see. Let me move Instagram over just a little bit. I got this at a garage sale. So this little button thingy falls off, but it works. So that's all that really counts. So let me plug this in. It works. So, hey. All right. So this is where it's going to get really interesting how you make air fryer pancakes. So I have just a little pan. This fits in my air fryer. So whatever size pan you have, that will fit in yours. So we're going to take this. Then we're going to take some parchment paper. Here it is. Then we're going to do one lining in our little pan here, just like one strip. And we do want it to hang over a little bit because you don't want your pancake to get underneath this. I think I'm actually going to cut this in half because it's a little bit too big. Alright, so it's about 1/4 of a square or whatever will fit in your little pan that you have. Then we're just going to kind of press that in there so it's nice and pressed in there. Now, you could probably spray this with a little olive oil if you wanted to, but I'm not going to do that. So then we're going to take, I'm going to get a spoon. Let me grab a spoon. Oh, almost dropped it. I caught it. Okay, we're going to take a spoon and we're going to spoon like, I don't know, about 1/4 of a mixture just into our little thing right in the middle. So it kind of has like flat pancakey thing. And you can kind of spread it out because you want your pancakes pretty thin. Kind of like if you were going to fry them in a skillet. Now, if you don't have an air fryer, you could fry these in a skillet and they would work perfectly. Or even a pancake maker. I have a pancake maker. Got it at a garage sale too. So it should look like this. I can't tilt it too much because it'll tip over. But it should look like that. Now, this is where it gets really cool. We're going to take another little 1/4 of parchment paper and set that right on top. And now we're going to make another layer of pancake. This is so fun. Okay, so we're going to do one more layer. Just kind of sloop it around. Now, I'm not sure if air fryers are different. My air fryer only goes up to 390. And I think, because I was kind of looking up where it's the Instapot and air fryer in one thing. And that one, I think, went up to like 400 degrees or higher. Mine doesn't do that. So I don't know if there's different kinds or better ones. I couldn't even find a brand on mine. So, all air fryers might be different. So the timing and the temperature might be a little different for you. So you might need to adjust that. So I would check these as you're cooking them. So now we have 2 layers of pancakes. So now we're going to do another layer because I still have batter left over. I'm going to do another layer of parchment paper. We're going to get rid of the fork. Alright. And I think this will be our last pancake. So it was about 1/3 in each layer of batter. You could make these mini pancakes. You could make them one big pancake. But this works for layering. Alright. So then we're going to kind of just spread it around a little bit. So we have 3 layers of pancakes. Okay, now we're going to put this in the air fryer. Open it up. And then I'm going to set it to, let's see so you can see it. I'm going to set it to 390. And we're going to do 20 minutes. And then we'll check it and see if it needs to go a little bit longer. Each pancake recipe it depends on how you make your pancakes. Like if you added more fruit to this, it might take a little longer to cook. So you can just check it. So we're going to let that cook 390 for 20 minutes. It's the French fry setting on my air fryer. I have no clue what that means. I just push buttons and I started. It didn't come with a manual, so I've kind of been making it up and it's worked great. I think I've only cooked things at 390. Everything I've cooked is always at 390. I tried cooking the pancakes one time where I did it like 260 because I thought I saw somebody else do it at 260. I saw this video, but my pancakes were not done. So I'm like, no, I got to turn up the heat on this. So our pancakes are frying. So while that's cooking, we're going to start on our zucchini taco casserole. So this is kind of going to be like a taco quiche casserole thing. It's going to be really good. I haven't made, this is the first time we're making this. I have one in the oven right now, but I really like quiches. So a quiche and a frittata are like the same thing. A frittata is just a crustless quiche. So you could say we're making frittatas. But I've had the last 2 days for lunch. I made a quiche. I did some meal prepping because my week was really busy. So I did some meal prepping. So I had some quiches. I'm like, oh my goodness, girls, because my mom and sister both eat this way with me. So then we'll have our family dinner together. And I was going to make a zucchini lasagna because somebody had suggested that, but I'm out of ricotta cheese. So I'm like, uh-oh, what am I going to do? So we're gonna make like a quiche. Mine came with the manual and I've never read it. That's what Nicole said. I use it often too. Who reads the manual? Okay, I did read the manual. I bought this little toaster oven for November 9th if you're in the Minnesota area, or if you want to fly in. That would be so fun. I am doing a live in person, and I'll be recording it and doing it live online also. And then my sister will be answering like comments and stuff because I'll be cooking. But we're going to do in person, in live, at my church at 829 North Tower Road, Fergus Falls, Minnesota. Oh, November 8th. Sunday, November 8th, not November 9th. Don't show up November 9th. You'll be late. November 8th. It's going to be live. So I got this little toaster oven because I want to do some baking there because I like baking. It's really fun. And we're going to do some really fun things. There's going to be giveaways. There's going to be prizes. There's going to be door prizes, all that fun stuff. So if you're in the Minnesota area on November 8th, come join us. That would be so fun. But we will be doing it live also, so that'll be fun too. But yeah, I got this little toaster oven and I read the manual because I'm like, I don't know how to use this thing. I haven't used it yet. Tomorrow I'm planning on that. So on to our zucchini quiche roll. We're going to call it a quiche roll because it's going to be like a casserole quiche lasagna thing because I don't have ricotta cheese. All I have is Greek yogurt. Alright, so let me grab a big baking dish because I'm going to multiply this recipe times 3 because there's 3 of us girls. If there was a guy in this meal, you would add a little bit more protein for them, but I would probably add the extra protein on top so then you don't have to think about, oh, I'm having like men's protein or whatever. So I just have a big old Corningware baking dish, 4-quart, for 3 people. This works perfectly for me. You could make this just a single serving, and it would be delicious also. So I'm going to take, instead of oiling the bottom of my pan, I'm going to take just a little bit of spaghetti sauce. I get the Bertolli Organic, and I like the olive oil, basil, and garlic. That's my favorite. We've been using this for a long time, and I don't think there's any sugar. Let me see. Oh, cane sugar's at the very, 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 very bottom. So it's not the first 3 ingredients, so this is a compliant spaghetti sauce. So I'm going to pour just a little bit instead of oiling my pan, just enough to kind of just coat the bottom. So about like this, and then I'm just going to tilt it around to get it to kind of get everywhere. Maybe I should take a spatula, but nobody's got time. All right, we'll take a spatula and snoop it around, just so nothing really sticks to the bottom. If you don't like zucchini or you don't have zucchini, you could use other vegetables. You could use tomatoes. You could use cabbage. Cabbage is a really good, like, base vegetable. So I just coated the bottom. And it's not, like, super flavorful, so it doesn't, like, take over the flavor. Eggplant would work good also. Okay, so we're going to zero our scale. So I'm going to do 3 layers of this, but if you're making this a single serving, you could do it in 3 layers, or you could just do 1 layer like a, what do they call that, a ratatouille? You could do that also. And then just use like a smaller baking dish and just kind of layer your vegetables and layer all your stuff on top. But this I'm doing times 3, so we're going to make 3 layers of our recipe here. So I'm going to take a zucchini. I have some zucchinis here, and I'm going to wash them off. I just have a bowl of vinegar, and then I always dip all my fruits and vegetables in there just to wash them off. Because you never know what's on these things, how many people have touched these, what germs are on them. So I have 3 of them, so I'm going to do a layer with each. And then so for dinner, you get 14 ounces, but since I'm using raw vegetables, they will shrink during cooking. So I'm going to add 1 extra ounce of vegetables to kind of balance out the shrinking during cooking. So I'm going to do 15 ounces of vegetables in each layer because it does shrink down quite a bit. All right, so I'm going to grab a knife. And then you could cut these the long way, but that kind of can get long. So I'm just going to cut them into discs. Or, I don't know, what do you call them? Chips or rounds or whatever, slices, and you can make them however thick or thin, so just about like this. So I'm going to cut up 1 whole zucchini. One thing that's fun about the air fryer is it kind of gets the outside nice and crispy, but then the inside of things stay nice and like soft. So when you're cooking like a cake type thing, the air fryer is not the best thing for that because it doesn't like cook it all the way through unless you kind of want it more of like a gooey center with a crispy outside. That's what an air fryer kind of does. So I'm going to layer these, just kind of work in a spiral my way in. I'm just going to layer this whole zucchini. And then, so this meal is for us girls for dinner. And then the guys, I browned up some taco beef. So it's just ground beef that I browned, and then I added some of my taco seasoning from volume 1. I add that to like everything. That stuff is so good. And then they're going to have like regular burritos. So my brother's going to get some tortillas. They have some chips and stuff like that. So they're going to have burritos while us girls have our taco casserole. So we're both kind of having the same recipe, but yet you're kind of only cooking one meal then, and then they kind of have their little extras for theirs. So this zucchini came out to 14.1. So I'm going to add just a little bit of onions. Let me grab my onions. Chopped them over here so I wouldn't cry. You could add colored peppers, which I have some that I'm going to add to finish off each of my layers. So I'm just going to take some sweet onions, some sweet yellow onions, Vidalia onions. Are they the same thing? I think they're the same thing. So we're going to add just an ounce of these to our casserole dish. $14.8, $15, perfect. All right, so I'm going to set this to the side. And now this is where we get like our cheesy quiche mixture. Actually, I'm going to add our beef first. So I'm going to do 1 ounce of beef, and that would be 1/4 of your protein. So I'm going to add 1 ounce of beef for each layer, so it's 1/4 of a protein for each of us girls, because I'm multiplying this times 3. Here's my beautiful taco beef. If you're vegetarian or vegan, you could use chickpeas. You could toast some chickpeas in a pan and then add taco seasoning. That would be really yummy. So I'm just going to sprinkle on 1 ounce. Perfect. That was about a spoonful. All right. Now I'm going to move this to the side, and I'm going to take a bowl, and we're going to do 1 egg. So I'm going to 0 the scale so I can weigh my egg. Perfectly, 2 ounces. Then we're going to do 2 ounces Greek yogurt. Now Greek yogurt with the egg kind of makes like this really creamy, because if you think about it, the cheesecake, the yogurt cheesecake recipe, that is Greek yogurt and an egg, and then some banana and that kind of stuff with it. So this kind of gets like that creamy texture. I was telling my sister, and she's like, oh, I don't want a quiche, it's egg. And I'm like, no. Think of like the yogurt cheesecake, that creamy custardy. That's what it does. It gives you like a custardy texture. So we're going to do 2 ounces Greek yogurt, which is 1/4 of our protein. We're going to do this 3 times for each layer. So we're going to do our first layer here. Then I'm going to add, this is just my bulk taco seasoning I make, and I'm going to add, I'll measure it. Let's do a little bit less than 1/2 teaspoon, because I think 1/2 teaspoon might be just a little bit too much. So just a little bit less than 1/2 teaspoon. And then we're going to whisk this up. So we have 2 ounces Greek yogurt, an egg, and a little bit less than 1/2 teaspoon of taco seasoning. So this plus our taco beef, our 1 ounce of taco beef, is our full protein. So we're just going to whisk this nice, and it gets like this custardy, creamy, beautiful texture. And it cooks really nice. I've tried like replacing ricotta cheese with like Greek yogurt in a recipe, but if you don't mix it with the egg, it kind of like, it curdles just a little bit. But when you mix it with the egg, it just makes it beautiful. So this is what it should look like. Just kind of this custardy texture. All right, so we're gonna pour this right on top of our casserole. Just kind of evenly pour it, drizzle it on. And I'm not going to scrape out the bowl with a spatula yet because we'll do that the last one, so then you get a nice, a little bit thicker layer on the top one. But if you're making this a single serving, then you'd want to scrape out all the goodness because there's a lot left in here. All right, so then we're going to take our casserole. So this is what it kind of looks like so far. It's got the creamy texture, all the layers. So we're going to put this back on our scale. We're going to zero the scale. Then I'm going to do 2 ounces of this spaghetti sauce as a free condiment because spaghetti sauce up to 2 ounces is free. So I'm just going to kind of drizzle this on. You want to get up to 2 ounces, and you kind of want to drizzle it a little evenly around all the sides. So 1.5. 2 ounces. Perfect. All right, so then for our fat portion, I'm going to do 1 ounce of cheese. So we're just going to sprinkle on 1 ounce. All right, first layer is done. So that would be a single serving. So now I'm going to do this 2 more times to do our 3 servings. So I'm going to chop another zucchini. So it kind of makes like lasagna layers. I don't know, you could call this lasagna quiche, taco quiche, lasagna. So we're going to dice another zucchini. Let's see, our pancakes have 7 minutes left, and then we'll check on those. It's kind of fun to not put all your fruit and protein and grain, well, put your grain, but not all like your fruit and protein into the pancakes because it's kind of fun to put stuff on top of your pancakes. My favorite is like Greek yogurt and fruit, maybe a drizzle of peanut butter. Oops. And that's the fun part. You can kind of make it your own. Ooh, I could have put a pinch of instant coffee in the mixture and made it like coffee pancakes or like chai spice. That would have been yummy too. So we're going to do another 15 ounces of vegetables. All right, so this zucchini was a little bit smaller. It came out to 11 ounces. So I have just some mini sweet peppers. So I'm going to chop some of these up just to add a little bit of flavor. We're going to dip these in our vinegar water just to clean them off. Okay. So we're going to just keep adding vegetables. You could add other vegetables than peppers and onions. You could do some cabbage, you could do some broccoli, some carrots. Those are yummy. Just think of like things you would put in like a fajita. Those are yummy things to put in a taco dish. All right, so we're going to just sprinkle these on. You could do green peppers. You could do some spicier peppers like poblano peppers or Anaheim peppers. I hope I'm saying those right. I don't know. I see the names of those things. I make like a homemade salsa with those, and they're so good. They're a little bit like a medium heat. You could add a can of Rotel tomatoes. Use that as part of your vegetables. You could use just like little Roma tomatoes, dice those on top. Whatever vegetables you like. And that's the fun part, is if you use different vegetables, then it kind of makes it a whole new dish. Tandalin, hey! Welcome, Tandalin. So fun having you here. Amy, hi, Amy. So fun having you here. All right, so we're going to do 15 ounces total. We got 13. I'm going to add some onion. We're at 14. So just a little bit more onion. 15, perfect. All right, so then we're going to do our 2 ounces spaghetti sauce. The layers aren't like too particular, so you could do the cheese first and then the egg part. You could do the spaghetti sauce, then the beef, or mix it up each layer. All right, so we got 2 ounces of that. Then we're going to do 1 ounce our taco beef. Let me look this up. So we're going to sprinkle 1 ounce on top, which is about a tablespoon, I would say. Oh, a little bit more. 1 ounce. Perfect. All right, then I'm going to do the cheese instead of taking off, putting it back on. So I'm going to do the cheese now. So we're going to do 1 ounce of cheese. 0 the scale. 8, 9, 10. Perfect. 1 ounce. All right, so now I'm going to move this to the side. And we're going to make our egg quiche mixture again. You missed the first part. Oh, Kieran. Ooh, that is such a pretty name. I came in late and missed the first part. Any chance the recipe will be posted? Yeah, I'll post the recipe. Tonight is a little busy. Oh, let me check this real quick. This is the casserole. We're going to let that cook a little longer. I had cooked another one of these so then I can show you when it's kind of done. But yeah, I'll post the recipes for these after. I don't know like when tonight because I have Bible study after this, and I'm going to be sharing, we're going to be talking about the mind and overcoming thoughts, and I really like my mom had said, and it just like totally changed my life, you're only one thought away from a good day. Like what? You just change your thought and it's a good day. So I'm going to be talking a little bit about that tonight if you'd like to join me. It's at 6:30 p.m. Central Time on Love of God Family Church Facebook page, or you can find my personal Facebook page, Natalie All. I share the watch party. Karen, hello from South Africa. Welcome from South Africa. So yeah, I'll be posting the recipes soon. I'll have to see like what time I get to that tonight, and then I'll be posting the recipe, the video on my website. And you can always watch the replay. After this is posted, then you can watch the replay, and then you can watch it again and again and again. All right, so we're going to do 1 more egg. 2 ounces. Perfect. These are good eggs. They've all come out to 2 ounces. Then we're going to do 2 ounces Greek yogurt again. Oh, I forgot to zero my scale. So 6 ounces it should total in because I forgot to zero my scale. No, it should. 4 ounces. Because it was 2 ounces egg, 2 ounces Greek yogurt. Oops, a little bit too much. Alright, so that's 2 ounces. Rhonda, Natalie, when I have such a big dish on my scale, I can't see the ounces. What kind of scale do you use and where did you get it? This is a really fun scale. So the OXO scale has the thing that comes out, but I didn't really like that scale. It didn't really weigh accurately when you put things on the back. So I got this Escali Primo, and see it has this raised edge. So you can really put I put my big casserole dish on there, I put big pans on there, and you can kind of put it back on the scale farther like that, and then you can see your time, your measurements, or you can kind of peek under and see them still. So it's kind of nice. This is the Escali Primo. I got it on Amazon. It's about 24 bucks or so. Annette, I just shared that phrase with my women's group from church last night. They also love the saying. It impacted me last week when you shared. Right? Isn't it just, you could be having like the worst day, being like, oh, I'm so stressed, there's so much going on, but you're just one thought away from a good day. Just change your thought and you change your life. Isn't that, it's just so freeing because you can take your power back and not let life kind of push you around and let life tell you what's going on. You're like, no, life, I'm telling you what's going on. All right, so I added a little bit less than ½ teaspoon of taco seasoning. We have our egg, 2 ounces Greek yogurt. We're going to whisk this up. And then we'll check on our pancakes because they just beeped on me. I heard them. Karen, love your recipes. Oh, thank you, Karen. You're so nice. All the way from South Africa. That is so fun having you in my kitchen in Minnesota. Who would have thought? Oh, so fun. All right. Another one that my mom just said, that was like, what another life-changing is somebody was saying that some foods just look so much like dessert and it's just so hard to look at them and that they're such a trigger. And she said, don't run away from those. Don't run away from that feeling. Don't run away from that craving, because there is a wrong thought pattern there that needs to be changed. Because a lot of people can see desserts and it has no effect on them. Like, I'll see a plate of cake or cookies and I'll be like, oh, that's not for me. That's not my food. I don't eat that. And I'm okay with that. Because there's a thought processing there that's still an option for you. That's still something in your life that you're stuck on. And if you change those thought processings, that won't have any power, and you'll be able to look at that and be like, that has no power over me anymore. So don't run from those cravings. Don't run from those things. Embrace them and change that. Change that thought pattern that's not a trigger for me, or just change that thought pattern. It's just life-changing. It's so amazing. She's making the zucchini taco casserole, Connie. Yes, thank you, Brenda. All right, so I poured my egg on top of my casserole. So now let's check our pancakes. Let's see if they're done. Oh, I think they're done. Okay, now this is the hard part where I don't want to drop this. And it's hot. Don't fall apart, kitchen. Okay, so this comes out, but then I don't know what to do. Here we go. Oh, this is hot. Okay, it's not going well. Here we go. We're going to set this up. Usually I have this over on my other side of the kitchen, but I wanted to do this side of the kitchen because I have more counter space. Okay, so here's our pancakes so far. Let me get a oven mitt, and then I can take this out and show you. Okay. Because you've got to see it to believe it. This is the hard part, is getting it out of this thing. All right, here we go. Let's not burn myself. Okay. Sweetie, hello Natalie from cold Toronto, Canada. Hello, sweetie from Canada. It's actually not that cold in Minnesota today, so we're beating you with a little bit of warmth over here, but sending our warmth to you. All right, so here's the pancakes so far. Let's see if you can see this. So we have our layers, then here's our second layer, then here's our third layer. All right, so let's poke these a little. The top layer is done. The second layer feels done. They should be like a little stiff, kind of like a pancake. Ooh, that's hot. I think they're all done. Okay, so let's get a plate and take this out, and then I'll show you our air fryer pancakes. All right, so let me grab a plate. We want a cute plate. All right, so we got a plate. One thing with the air fryer pancakes is they're not always the same size, but they'll still taste good, and you didn't have to do any flipping, you didn't have to do any oiling. All right, so we're gonna flip this on there. If you like your pancakes like really done, you could cook these a little longer. So here's our first pancake. It's still smoking. So you kind of see where the last one was sitting on top. But if you flip it over, it's beautiful. Valine. Oh, that is such a gorgeous name. You guys have such cool names. I am having an issue hearing you. Loving this presentation. Hugs. Oh no, I'm sorry. I don't know how to turn this up. I think I talk pretty loud. But maybe try turning your computer or your phone up. Maybe try headphones. That might help with the sound a little bit. Okay, so here's our second pancake. Ooh, it's nice and hot. Show you this second one. Kind of see the indent from the top one here. And then our last little pancake. This one puffed up the most because there was nothing on top of it. So you can kind of see this one's the thickest. So here's our pancakes. Let me get a fork. Oh, Tandalin said, gotta turn your phone up on the highest. Yeah, that's the one bad thing about like these live videos is the sound. It can kind of be a little quiet. All right, so let's cut into one of these and show you. Here's our beautiful pancakes. Let me show you what it looks like cut into it. It's the pancakes. Lois, hi Lois, thank you for joining. So here's our pancakes. Isn't that beautiful? And how easy just to throw it in the air fryer and cook it up. Then with just this basic pancake recipe, you get 3 ounces more fruit on top, and you get half a protein also. So you could do like 2 ounces Greek yogurt, that's 1/4 of a protein. Then you could do like 3 ounces apple, or you could do 3 ounces blueberries or strawberries or cherries, or you could do whatever fruits you want on top. And then you get another 1/4 of a protein, so maybe like 1/2 ounce of peanut butter drizzled, or 1/2 ounce of nuts, or you could do 4 ounces Greek yogurt on top, whatever you want to do. Or you could have 1/4 of a protein on the side, or have eggs on the side or something, and just top it with fruit. There's so many possibilities with an easy pancake recipe. How easy was that? Just whip it up, throw it in there. Kieran, can we eat all 3 pancakes? Yes, you get to eat all 3 of these, or how many that your batter makes, because you could make these a little bit smaller and just keep stacking how many you have. And yeah, you get to eat as much as that 1 bowl of batter makes, and then you get more stuff on the side, which is so fun. Mom, food is everywhere. Dessert is everywhere. We are free from buttons of addiction that demands our attention and affection against our freedom. No more being controlled and manipulated into guilt, shame, condemnation, and self-criticism. This is the very foundation of being free from sugar and flour. Woohoo! Thank you, Lord. Not a little free, completely free. Healthy, happy, and filled with peace. Sorry, had to get stirred up with joy. That was my mom again. She's got some fiery wisdom there. That is so good. Yeah, we get to not just be free from food, but free from, you could use that for anything. Anything that's in your way, just be like, that has no power over me. All right, so we're going to finish our taco casserole. I'm going to set these beautiful pancakes to the side. All right, so this is hot, I think. Oh, it's not too hot. So we have 2 layers here. So we're going to finish off with our 3rd layer of our taco quiche roll. So we're going to put this back on, and we're going to 0 the scale, and we're going to dice our last zucchini. Where did my knife go? Here it is. Just cut off the ends. We don't want to eat those. We're going to dice these and do another layer of zucchini. Now, you could make this even bigger if you're serving more people, depending on how many meals you want to make this for. You could meal prep this, stick it in the freezer, and have it later. So if you are eating for 1 or you're making it for a family, you could definitely multiply this recipe. And just keep making layers. Or make another casserole dish of it. So we're just going to put all our zucchinis, layer them beautifully. Alright, so that one came out to 11.6 ounces. So we're going to finish off with some peppers and onions. But you could use your favorite vegetables. Just going to make sure that this keeps moving. Okay. Some onions. I really like onions, but if you don't like onions, use a different vegetable. That's the beautiful part about like casserole dishes, is you can kind of make it your own. Whatever vegetables you like, use it. You could use a combination of zucchini and cabbage. That's always fun too. You could even do more like of the spaghetti sauce and count that towards your vegetables. Anything over 2 ounces, then you count towards your vegetables. You could do some salsa on here. That would be really yummy. We're going to do some more onions. So this is at 14 ounces now. Just kind of break up my onions so you don't get one huge hunk of onion. I like onions, but not that much. So then we're going to do these last 2 peppers. We're going to wash them off. Just going to dice our peppers. And that's 15. Okay, then we're going to do 2 ounces of this spaghetti sauce. Oh, my computer unplugged. There we go. Okay. So we're going to do 2 ounces of spaghetti sauce. Just kind of drizzle that on top. We're getting to our last layer here. 2 ounces. Perfect. All right, then we're going to do 1 ounce of our last ounce of taco beef. Pat, your hair is so cute like that. Oh, thank you, Pat. That's so nice of you. Kind of had a crazy hair day today, so I'm like, hair, you're going up. You're in timeout. We're going to put you up today. Thank you. That was so nice. Okay, so we're going to do 1 ounce of taco beef. You could use taco chicken. You could do, if you don't want beef, I don't know, you could do more cheese. You could do another egg in your quiche part if you don't want to do beef. All right, then I'm going to do the cheese on top for this last layer because I really want that to kind of be the top. How do you split the dish in 3? That's a good question. So I've done it kind of 2 ways where, because we have 3 scales, so I'll put like a container or dish on each scale, and then I'll just scoop all the way down, kind of like you would a lasagna, and take out 1 slice and put it on each plate until it's about even. Sometimes I'll have to take from 1 plate and put it on each. Or sometimes what I'll do with soups is I'll just divide it into 3. Just a scoop, scoop, scoop. Just kind of eyeball it. I've had piece both ways, but whichever way gives you more piece, if you want to like weigh it and then you know exactly what's in each container. I had a napkin here. But yeah, so I would divide this into 3, this casserole dish, and then just scoop it onto each plate. I'm going to zero the scale, and we're going to add our 2 ounces Greek yogurt. Oops, too much. There we go, 2 ounces. Then we're going to add a little bit of our taco seasoning. About a little bit less than half a teaspoon. Then we're going to whisk this up. Get it nice and whisked. And then I have my oven preheating at 375. Haha, my hair stays in timeout all the time. Curly hair problems. Yes. Weird buns for the win. Yep, usually I'm like, hair, you are in my way today. You are just going up. You're in timeout. If you're not going to play nice, you don't get to play at all. All right, so we're going to take our casserole dish and pour the last of our egg mixture. Now this time, I'm going to scrape the bowl out because this is the last. Oh, this keeps wanting to pop out. There we go. Okay, so we're going to scoop this right on top. And you kind of want to do it even because we are going to be dividing this into 3. So you don't want like all the egg right in the middle because then whoever gets the middle piece is going to get the most protein. So if you are dividing this, you kind of want to drizzle things as even as you can. I mean, it's not going to be perfect. You could make this in 3 separate casserole dishes. Then you would know exactly. But who wants to wash all those dishes and do it in 3? But you could. Annette, when using maple almond extract, is there a different brand we need to look for than just the regular ones at the store? Ooh, that's a good question. I get the McCormick, and then especially with vanilla extract, because there's baking vanilla, that has sugar in it. My sister accidentally got that. She's like, oh yeah, I'll get some vanilla. I'll just get it at Walmart or whatever. And it was baking vanilla and it had sugar in it. And she's like, oh man. I think she returned it. Because if you don't open it, you can return it. But yeah, so when in doubt, just check your labels. Because you never know what sugar is going to be hiding in what. So we're going to add our last ounce of cheese. Then we're going to cover this. I have a lemon extract. That is a different brand. That's a Stone Mill lemon extract. I'm not really like too particular on brands. I think the vanilla extract I got, it was just pure vanilla extract, not the baking extract. I think I got that from Walmart too. And it was just like the Walmart brand. No sugar, just extract, and it was cheaper than getting like the name brand. And I haven't noticed a difference like in flavor or anything. So always just look at labels until you kind of know. Like this spaghetti sauce, I know what's in it, so I don't have to check the label every time I go and get it. Megan, hello from Toronto. Hello in Toronto. Thank you for joining. All right, so I have my oven preheated at 375. So I'm going to cover this, and we're going to bake this for about 45, 50 minutes until you can kind of poke a fork in the vegetables and they're nice and tender all the way through. Or you could leave it in there longer and like get it really, really, really cooked. Annette, thanks. You're welcome, Annette. I love answering you guys' questions. So I had put in a casserole, the same exact thing, in the oven because we're going to have this for 2 days, us girls. And then the guys are going to have burritos for 2 days. Because I kind of like to cook my meals 2 days at a time. So I'm not cooking every day. Because when we started eating this way, we were cooking every single day, and I got burnt out. I'm like, I can't think of food one more time. I can't cook one more meal. I'm giving up. I quit. I just want to throw in like a microwave dinner and just call it a day. It was just too much. So then we started like making it for 2 days at a time, and that really helped with feeling overwhelmed with the dish. Sometimes we'll make like a giant soup and have that like 3 days at a time. So it's just kind of nice batch cooking a little bit here and there. So I'm going to put this one in the oven, and I'll bring the other one out, and you'll get to see what the finished product looks like. It's been cooking for about, I think I put it in right before I started the live video. So it's been cooking for about 45, 50 minutes here. All right, so let's throw this in. Oh, it smells so good. Product. It is a little watery because of the zucchini. You could salt your zucchini first and then let it drain a little bit, but I kind of like it. It's kind of like soupish then. So this is what the finished product looks like. Now when you let this sit, it will thicken a little bit. So that's kind of nice. Ooh, this is hot. But the cheese got all nice and crispy on the top, and like the quiche-ness got all nice, like it cooked. It's beautiful. Let me get a fork to kind of show you what it looks like inside. I'm out of forks. I will grab a spoon. Looks beautiful. Oh, thank you, Tandalin. Okay, so this is, don't want to drip and burn myself. Ooh, it looks so good. The egg is nice and cooked. That's probably like the main thing. The egg is cooked and the vegetables are tender. That's kind of like your timing of, is this done or not? There shouldn't be any like runny egg. There is some liquid on the bottom, but I just think of it like broth. So this is what it looks like. It smells so good. I'll show Instagram. This is what it looks like. Here's one crisp or zucchini. Yeah, so that's really fun. You could, I might stick this back in the oven and just let it cook uncovered for about 10 minutes. That'll probably help bubble off some of the liquids and let that kind of thicken up. So I'm going to put this back in the oven. Just let that cook. Set a timer because otherwise it's easy to forget. So those were our two recipes. So again, with the pancakes, you get half a protein on top of these things. So I might do, my favorite thing is instead of like drizzling the peanut butter on top sometimes, I like to mix Greek yogurt, 2 ounces Greek yogurt with half an ounce of peanut butter, which isn't very much. So when you mix that up, it makes like this peanut butter fluff on top, and it gets nice and thick. And then that, like with some apples, would be delicious. Some cinnamon on top, that would be really yummy because I put cinnamon and almond extract in here. So I think that would be a really good finish to these pancakes. This is breakfast tomorrow. I'm so excited. I could even heat these up. I like to heat things up in the air fryer because it really gets it nice and crispy. So it's kind of fun. I might heat these up in there, or I might just have them cold or stick them in the microwave, whichever one. Valine looks fantastic. Thank you. Thank you, Valine. Well, this was so fun cooking with you guys. And I will definitely be back next Thursday. Comment below or just give me some suggestions on what you want to see next week for food. Like, what should we make? Should we make another air fryer recipe? Should we try out the toaster oven? Make something in there? I don't know. I haven't tried it. I just got a cupcake maker. I got to show you. My little thrift store find this week. We stopped at a thrift store, and it's this little cupcake maker. Oh, this thing is so fun. It makes like perfect cupcakes. Okay, it's a little dirty. I haven't cleaned it, so don't judge me. So this is what the inside looks like, and they come out just perfect. They cook perfectly. It gets nice and done. So these are kind of fun. So maybe we'll do that. A net Thanksgiving theme. Ooh, that would be so fun. Yeah, so give me ideas and we'll see what ingredients I have available at the time, because I was planning on making a zucchini lasagna, but I was out of ricotta cheese this week. But yeah, so let me know and we'll figure out what to make next week, because it's so fun cooking with you guys. I just love you guys, having you guys in my kitchen cooking with me. It's so fun. Join me tonight, 6:30 p.m. Central Time on Love of God Family Church Facebook page, or my personal Facebook page. I share a watch party, and it'll be really fun. We're going to talk about getting free from things and the battle in the mind and just overcoming these strongholds in our life and these thought patterns that get us stuck on things. Because personally, the last month I have been dealing with just the power of suggestion, where I'm like, oh, this is so hard. I kept messing up. I kept doing wrong things. And then it was just one thought. It just changed all of it. And it's just been so easy now. I've been like, oh, that doesn't have power over me anymore. I'm not stuck in that thing anymore. So that'll be really fun. Tonight, 6:30. I love it as a busy mama for no judgment. Thanks, Tandalin. Let's see. Thanksgiving theme, soups and stews. Thank you, Natalie. We'll watch the replay. Yes, watch the replay. I'll be posting the recipes for these, at least one tonight, and then the other one I'll probably do in a couple days, whichever I get time to first. All right, so this was really fun. Thanks for joining me. And yeah, send me suggestions on what we should make next week. It's always fun to hear what you guys want to see, because I like cooking with you guys. It's so fun. And I just like everything, so I'm cool with, hey, let's make some breakfast. Let's make some lunch. So yeah, it's really fun. Love you guys. Thank you for joining me today. Definitely check us out tonight on Love of God Family Church or my Facebook page. It'll be really fun. You can find all my cookbooks and more in the holiday cookbook. I just got a huge shipment of books in today, so I'll be shipping out books. If you've ordered them and you're waiting, they're coming. So the new holiday edition, this will get you through the holidays. There's tons of savory recipes. We got soups. We've got beautiful lunch salads and beautiful lunch soups. We got a chicken cordon bleu kale soup. We got a kale chickpea chicken soup. Apple pie spaghetti squash patties, pecan crumble pumpkin bake, balsamic toasted maple bacon salad. That's delicious. All these yummy things to just kind of get you through the holidays so you don't feel like you're missing out. Which it's fun to join in, and you can make these for your family. They'll love them. I make my guys who don't eat sugar and flour free. They're kind of on the sidelines. They'll eat whatever we make them. But I'll make them some recipes, and they're like, oh, that was so good. Can you make that again? So bring it to a family event. It'll be really fun. Tandalin, will there be a replay of Love of God Family Church? I have a Zoom meeting at the same time. There will be. Once the live video is finished, then the replay will be posted. You can watch it again and again and again. So that's always fun. Joyce, yay! Ordered 2 cookbooks earlier this week. Yay! So I got got a big shipment yesterday and today, so I've been shipping out books like crazy. So your books are coming. I promise. There was some printing delays, but they're finally here. My table is just full of books, so I'm getting your books out. Thank you guys for all your love and support. You guys are just so nice with all your comments and all your delicious recipes you make and post. It's so fun to see. I drool a little bit every time. Great watching you cooking afternoon, Natalie. I'll see you tonight. Ciao for now. Bye, sweetie. We will see you tonight. It is so fun having you guys join. All right. Thank you guys for watching. It's so hard to say goodbye every time. But I'm going to send you off with you're only one thought away from a good day. All right. Just keep that in mind because that will change your life. All right. Love you guys. With joy, Natalie.